Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the dishwasher's water supply underneath the sink. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the GE Dishwasher Pump Connector. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new pump connector. The pump connector goes in between the dishwasher pump housing and the bottom of the dishwasher tub, and it's what the lower spray arm screws into. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's cracked or damaged and you're getting water leaking on the floor. First thing we have to do is open up the dishwasher door and pull out the lower rack. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. With the lower rack out of the way, we can take the lower spray arm out. All you have to do is grab the base and turn it counterclockwise to unscrew it. If it's really tight and you can't break it free, you can grab a flathead screwdriver and stick it in the opening and use that to help turn it. Once you have it broken free, you can just unscrew it. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. With the spray arm out of the way, we can use our Phillips screwdriver and remove the two screws that hold the dishwasher to the countertop. Now that we have the screws out, we can go underneath the sink and disconnect the lines. First thing we're going to do is remove your dishwasher drain line, follow it up to wherever it goes and remove the clamp. We're going to use a 5/16 on ours. Make sure that when you take these off, that you have some towels around. Both the water line and the drain line might put some water out. Next thing we have to do is remove the fill line. It's usually connected to the hot water tap, and of course we already had that shut off and the power disconnected from earlier. But now we need to remove the line, and we can take it off with a 5/8 inch wrench. Now that we have the lines disconnected from under the sink, we can come over to the dishwasher door and lift it up part way and use that to pull the dishwasher out until you get the frame out. Then you can close the door and pull the dishwasher out the rest of the way. Now that we have the dishwasher out of the cabinets, we're going to lay a towel on the floor to protect it and also soak up any water that may come out when we flip the dishwasher over. Now that we have the dishwasher on its top, we have access to the pump and motor assembly, so we can change out the pump connector. The pump connector is located underneath the pump assembly in between the pump and the tub. So we're going to remove the motor assembly so we can take it out. First thing we're going to do is take this chamber hose off. So we're going to grab our pliers and compress the clamp so we can take the hose off the pump. Once you have it off, you can lift it out of the way. Then we can use our 5/16 inch socket with the ratchet to remove the screw that holds the support on. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. Then we're going to use the same socket to loosen this clamp so we can move the pump and motor assembly. Once you have it loose, we're going to take and turn the whole pump and motor assembly so we have access to the pump connector. Once you have the pump rotated up, you have access to the clamp. We're going to use the same 5/16 socket to loosen it up so we can remove the pump connector. Once you have it loose, you can pull the pump connector off the pump. Once you have it off, you want to take the clamp and leave it with the pump. Here's the old pump connector next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new pump connector on, we're going to grab the clamp and put it onto the pump connector. All you have to do is compress the connector a little bit to get it in there. And then we can line it up and put it back onto the pump assembly. You want to make sure you push it all the way down Once it's all the way down, we're going to grab our 5/16 socket again and tighten it down. Now that we have the pump connector mounted, before we rotate the pump and motor assembly over, you want to make sure you clean this area right here. If there's any residue left over, you want to make sure you get that out so you get a good seal with the new pump connector. Once you're sure it's all cleaned up, we can carefully rotate the pump and motor assembly over and line it up. And then while you're lining up the pump connector, you have to put this other end into the sump assembly. Once you have it all lined up and in place, we can tighten down this clamp with our 5/16 socket again. Then we can put in the screw that holds the support on the front of the motor. Last thing we have to do is reconnect the chamber hose. So we're going to grab our pliers so we can grab the clamp and loosen it up. Just rotate it down so it's lined up. Now that we have the pump connector installed, we can flip the dishwasher back over and reinstall it in the cabinets. In order to get the dishwasher back on its feet, we're going to push it over a little bit so we can roll it over. If you need to get somebody to help you, you can. Once you have it back on its feet, you can pull the towel out, and then we can put the dishwasher back in the cabinets. First thing we need to do is put the lines back through the cabinet. We want to push the dishwasher in about halfway and then go underneath the sink and pull on the hoses to make sure that they're not kinked or caught on anything underneath. We can push it back into the counter. We can hook back up the lines. So we're going to hook up the water line and use our 5/8 inch wrench to tighten it down. Then we can hook up the drain line back up to the air gap. All you have to do is push it on and tighten down the clamp using your 5/16 nut driver or screwdriver. Now that we have the lines reconnected underneath the sink, we can close the cabinet doors and come over and open up the dishwasher door. And we can use our Phillips screwdriver to put the screws back in to hold it to the countertop. Now that we have the screws in, we can put the lower spray arm back in. To put the lower spray arm in, all you have to do is set it down into the opening and turn it clockwise to tighten it down. Once you have it snug, you want to reach in and give it a good turn. You want to make sure it's tight so you don't get any leaks in between the pump connector and the tub again. Once you have it tightened down, we can put the lower rack back in. To put the lower dish rack back in, all you have to do is set it on the tracks and push it into the back of the dishwasher. Once you have it all the way in, we can close the dishwasher door, plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.